Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, as the garden turns. Today is Sunday, and as you can see, I have my slow cooker out because we're gonna be doing another slow cooker meal today. So I've been doing slow cooker recipes on Sundays for the last maybe 3 weeks. I know I had Mississippi pot roast. I made some beans. I think it was Great Northern, one of them last week, or navy beans. I think it was navy beans one of the weeks. So I've been doing a lot of slow cooker meals. And then I did bolognese last week, which check that out. That was so good. It made so much. I have some in the freezer for when I don't feel like cooking. Or even if I'm like feeling sick or feeling down, it's like a really thick, hearty spaghetti sauce. It is so good, and it'll make anybody feel better. It was cooked in chicken broth. I mean, it is just really, really good. Check that recipe out. But what you came here today for is we're going to do some really quick pinto beans, okay? Pinto and black bean, Mexican style beans in our slow cooker. So I already have all of my ingredients out. All we got to do is add them. And then once we get this on, we're going to be heading to baiting today. So I hope you guys check out those videos. All right, so you're going to need half of a bag of black beans. And as you can see, I did not pre-soak these because I want you guys to see what they turn out like if you don't pre-soak. A lot of people pre-soak their beans. I'm going to show you don't have to, especially if you're making it in a slow cooker. But even if you cook it on the stove, it don't really matter. Okay, so then we also have half a bag of pinto beans. You can get that a little mix, even though they're going to get mixed up. They're going to be mixed up. Okay, so next you're going to need a roll up chorizo. And I am not sure exactly how much this is because it does not say it on the pack. And this is beef chorizo. And I'm going to put this whole roll in. And I am not going to pre-cook this or anything just because I want all the fat and everything. The beans are going to need it. Okay. And then you want to add a can of diced tomatoes. I have some green chilies, canned green chilies. Now, with the green chilies, you can add the whole can if you are one of those people that like some heat. I used to, like, I would add this and some more. And then I have jalapenos. I can't do that anymore. So I got my green chilies. This is a mild chili, and I'm going to add half this can. If you want, you can add your whole can. I just don't think I'll be able to handle that. All right. Then I have half of a medium onion chopped and about 3 cloves of garlic chopped, minced. You want to add that. All right, and then I had some chicken broth, or this is turkey broth from when I made something I think it was this week sometime. So I'm going to add that. And that's probably about 2 cups that you can add to yours of just chicken stock. Okay, I'm going to mix that all up in there. Okay, and then I have some water here, and I'm just going to fill this up to where it covers the top of my beans there. There we go. That is perfect. Okay, now I'm going to add some salt. About a teaspoon of salt. About a teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm going to add some parsley flake. And I do have dry parsley flake from my garden. I just did not get it today. I've been so tired, y'all. I don't know. That's probably about a tablespoon of parsley. And then I'm going to add just a dash of Creole or Cajun seasoning. Okay, I'm going to get that in the mix. And then I'm going to cover this and let this go all day. And I will see you guys when this is done. And before this is done, though, I'll see you guys in baiting. So I'll see y'all out on the road. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I'm making a really quick cucumber salad. So I put in about half of a cucumber chopped, about 4 tablespoons of French onion dip, and then I have a packet of ranch dressing. I'm just going to add the whole packet. And then toss this together. Okay, add a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. And then you want to toss it together. It would have probably been easier to mix that up in a bowl first and then put it on, but I'm doing things the hard way. Okay, so this was missing something. So I got some green onions. I'm just going to chop those up in there. All right. I think this is what I'm going to call a French onion ranch cucumber salad. Okay. Dash of salt. And some black pepper, and this is good. You want to try it?
Okay.
Go ahead, pick a bit.
Very good.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna serve up dinner. All right, y'all. So we are. Good morning.
Welcome to Stones on the Road.
Stones on the Road. We rolling. We are at Grand and 70. We're about to head to Baden. I'm just looking at all the trash that's sitting there off the side of the highway. But let's pan over this way. So this gas station, these two gas stations have been here forever, right?
Right.
And this one just was rebuilt within the past 10 years, I think. It used to be a factory
This
that
was
sat
like
there.
this kind was more like a restaurant at one point. Was that building back there? Used to be a restaurant.
I don't know.
It used to be kind of like a food. I think this was like a food place.
Because you can see Procter and Gamble sits right there, and then we turn it on to Grand, but we onto Broadway. I'm sorry, but we are heading. Remember, it was a factory here that sold furniture. I didn't know they had tore that down. But we're heading to Baden today, and we are on Broadway. And did you want to say anything about?
Well, I mean, Baden was predominantly German. 1870s. I think it was established. Just a German community, known for some of its, unique architecture and German culture.
Right. And so, a lot of these buildings here, old buildings here. This is still Broadway, but I don't know how many of y'all know Safeway Foods. We're gonna start talking a little bit about Baden, but I wanted y'all to get some of this scenery in down here. This stuff has looked like this since I can remember.
This little area.
Yeah, this little area right here.
Just industrial.
This liquor store.
Yeah.
The Safeway coming up. My mother used to go here. Every now and then they would have something that she wanted, like McDonald's fish patties or something frozen, or like chicken patties, spicy chicken patties frozen. She would come here and get them at Safeway. But let's talk a little bit about Baden here. So Baden is a historically German neighborhood in North St. Louis. It's established in the early 19th century due to its location on Bell Fountain and Halls Ferry Road. So Broadway used to be called Halls Ferry. Halls Ferry Road.
Still called Halls Ferry.
Broadway is?
Yeah. That's why when you go up and go on the other side of the circle, it's Halls Ferry.
But what? Okay, so right here, this was Halls Ferry as well, is what I'm saying. The whole road was Halls Ferry. So I was like, where did they get Broadway from? But Broadway is because they said in most places, Broadway is usually a wide street, and that this was a very broad street.
A broad way to travel.
Right.
Makes sense. I learned something today.
The streets are wider. So this was a very wide street. It was Halls Ferry.
That's the last city fire department right there on the edge of the city.
It's one up here in Brayton.
Oh, there is. It's one in Baden Library.
Okay, it was incorporated into the city of St. Louis in 1876. The area was once a small town with businesses and churches before becoming a residential area. Once a desirable area, Baden has experienced decline and has unique architecture like homes on train tracks and buildings at odd angles. And we're going to check out some of those today. And then we had somebody that wanted us to go by Lowell Street. We're going to see if we can find that today as well. But we are headed to Baden on South Broadway. This should be familiar to a lot of people in the St. Louis area. Broadway is
this road a lot of days.
This stuff is new too right here.
Back in the day.
Yes. Have we not all? Have we all? You know that wasn't there. Super 8.
Coming out to North County.
Yeah.
This was in like the early 90s. 91. Here's the old
So we gonna go here. Oh, you can't walk around there. They got it all. This was Hostess, y'all remember?
Yeah, you can drive up there and walk around.
So we might come back on the way back.
You can go now if you want to.
Okay, we can go now. We're gonna turn around and go walk around by Hostess, y'all. All right. This is the cemetery. Okay, y'all, here are the finished black beans with pinto beans and chorizo, Mexican style beans. So you see, I put them in, I didn't soak them first, and these look great. You see how those look? Okay, so I'm gonna put some here. All right, and then I'm gonna put on some, actually French onion dip. And then some queso fresco cheese. All right, y'all. And this is what we having for dinner. So let me grab some tortilla strips. I fried some flour tortilla strips to go along with it. And then also, we're going to have some ranch French onion cucumber salad. And then for dessert, we have our Louisiana crunch cake. Let me grab this cucumber salad here. And this is what we are having for dinner and dessert. Black beans with pinto beans and chorizo and cucumber salad. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Let me see the cake so we can see that cake. And here's the Louisiana crunch cake. This is what we having for dessert. This thing looks delicious. All right, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, and cut the serving of this cake.
Louisiana crunch cake.
Looks good, like angel food.
You want to try a little piece with the crunch part? Well, it's got crunch on the bottom and the sides. And then it has the coconut top.
Warm and delicious.
And crunchy.
I gotta get some milk.
Okay. Try this cake. This is delicious. Look at the grain
really
in it.
sweet and
Wow.
delicious.
All right.